Angel Reese versus the Brazilian national team, the Chicago Sky, against that team at LSU. And now we get word from the coach that Angel Reese is going to have a modified role.
Have you seen the recent changes in the Chicago Sky's Angel Reese situation? Coach Tyler Marsh gave Kamilla Cardoso the lead position, forcing Reese to the sidelines. Fans of Angel are incensed, accusing her of being part of a plot to end her incredible rebounding run.
Sounds like they're going to pull her out further from the basket, and I wonder how her fans are going to feel about that. If she's further away from the basket, that doesn't mean there's going to be a lot of, or as many, I would believe, offensive rebound opportunities for one Angel Reese.
Since learning this information, Angel hasn't even gone back to training camp. Despite only shooting 39.1% from the field, the queen of double-doubles is now expected to take mid-range jumpers. This abrupt change feels like a narrative twist in an already explosive career. Is this a calculated attempt to strengthen the team, or is someone attempting to undermine it? Let's examine what is actually taking place.
The Chicago Sky's offense will no longer run through Kennedy Carter. Carter averaged 17.4 points per game in 2024, leading the Sky in scoring. Interesting. It should lead straight through, I believe she's 6'6"? Kamilla Cardoso down in the paint. That's who it should lead through. That's who it better lead through.
Coach Tyler Marsh made a shocking revelation that is rocking the WNBA only days before the Chicago Sky's exhibition game against the Brazilian women's team at LSU. Fans are going crazy since he has totally altered Angel Reese's position on the squad. The way one of the league's greatest talents is supposed to play has completely changed.
New head coach Tyler Marsh is busy installing a different vision for Chicago's offense. The Sky plan to use second-year power forward Angel Reese much differently than how she was deployed in her rookie season.
Angel Reese established her reputation by consistently dominating the boards. She got known for her basketball skills because to the double-doubles. Her rebounding prowess at LSU continued right into her WNBA career. Remember that game against Indiana, where she picked down 19 rebounds in just her second professional appearance. That's what made her famous. Fans adore her because of this.
She's not as close to the basket on offense, which she shouldn't. It should clear out the paint and underneath the basket for Kamilla to be able to rebound. And we know she can hit layups. We've seen them. We've seen them over and over. I've seen plenty of videos.
But then something unexpected happens. The Chicago Sky wants to alter her strategy entirely. They want her to start playing mid-range jumpers instead of basketball, which is her home field. It would be like ordering LeBron to become a three-point specialist and quit driving to the rim. The Sky want its rebounding machine to start pulling up from farther out and cease controlling the paint. However, there is a single issue. Her release is gradual. She might be able to get used to the new role, but it will take time, and the clock is already ticking.
Chicago Sky want her to take mid-range jumpers. Okay. However, Marsh wants her to add more versatility to her shot selection by hitting mid-range jumpers 10 to 15 feet from the basket. She's working on being able to shoot off dribble and when the play call is for a catch and shoot. Yeah, but what does that mean? Because she's... look, we've all seen videos of her practicing. She's got a very, very slow as SERP release out there. So that should be interesting against anybody that's got any kind of a wingspan.
And this is where the issue starts. Angel Reese is unable to shoot. Take into account that the Angels are currently only shooting 39.1% from the field. According to those figures, she ought to concentrate more on putbacks and mid-range shots. The precise factors that contributed to her college success. Why ask someone who is having trouble shooting efficiently to shoot more from a distance?
And they want her to shoot more mid-range. This should be very, very interesting.
Kamilla Cardoso is currently occupying the top spot beneath the basket. Cardoso is being given the exact area where Reese built her fame by getting all those rebounds, selling jerseys, and being marketable.
And I think Angel's really good. I think she's really good. And I just think the team would be better if, they anchored their defense around the elite defensive player and kind of ran their offense, maybe not through Kamilla because she's not going to pass it, but run their offense to the elite finisher.
Since being informed of her new position, Angel has not even attended training camp. That says a lot on its own. Angel appears to be taking the job shift personally, when most players would view it as a challenge to develop. Imagine turning away in response to a directive to step up your game. That's not how a team-first player thinks.
Per Julie Poe of the Chicago Sun-Times, Reese has yet to post up at training camp as she learns a new role for the offense. Oh, this should be very interesting. Quote, for Reese, that means adapting to a modified role that will tap into her full potential as a stretch four.
Let's be honest, Angel Reese isn't being asked to abandon her strengths. She's being asked to develop new ones, but instead of embracing the opportunity, she's resisting it. Why? Because the truth is she can't shoot. Her 39.1% field goal percentage speaks for itself. For someone who lives around the basket, that figure is extremely low.
Mabry comes up with the board. Long pass, perfect to Reese, but she was unable to get it in. And they play some beautiful basketball. Again, no Brianna Stewart today. Chicago's missed 7.
This isn't sabotage, it's strategy. The Sky are attempting to evolve. They need players who can stretch the floor and make wiser offensive choices. But Angel's game is one-dimensional rebound. Put it back up, repeat. If it doesn't work, she struggles. She's not being set up to fail. She's being asked to develop. And so far, she's refusing.
If she's not as close to the basket on offense, which she shouldn't, it should clear out the paint and underneath the basket for Kamilla to be able to rebound. And we know she can hit layups. We've seen them. We've seen them over and over. I've seen plenty of videos of her hitting plenty of layups. That could be better for the offense.
The real question now isn't whether the coaching staff is dimming her spotlight, it's whether Angel Reese ever had the full skill set to keep it shining. This move makes basketball sense. What doesn't make sense is building a modern offense around someone who can't and won't shoot.
Will never post up again, but Marsh understands if the Sky want to build an effective offense, they need to start building out space in the half court. I don't hate that, to be honest with you.
Why would Kamilla Cardoso be thrust to the forefront at this moment by the Chicago Sky? The league has taken notice of the timing. Days after taking on the Brazilian national team, the rookie from Brazil begins to receive VIP treatment. It isn't only a coincidence. This strategy makes sense for both basketball and marketing. Cardoso is being lauded as a great finisher in the WNBA, and frankly, it's not only hype. While she's still raw, her size, poise, and international experience offer her an advantage that Angel Reese just doesn't have. When you compare them side by side, the discrepancy becomes evident. Reese offers energy and rebounding, yes, but she has a lot of limitations beyond that. Her attacking style is awkward. Her shot mechanics are sluggish, and she is far from efficient with just 39.1% shooting from the field, primarily around the rim.
In an offense where her primary goal was to post up, she made just 39.1% of her field goal attempts, and we know from 5 foot in, she was the most inefficient field goal percentage shooter.
Reese's energy and second chance points have earned her a reputation, but they can only carry a team so far, particularly when defenses start to give up on her because they know she can't shoot from the middle. In the meantime, Cardoso has genuine development potential and greater spacing around the rim. The switch is about progress, not politics.
He may also be fully aware that a massive hole in Angel Reese's game is the fact that she will catch a rebound and then proceed to put up 4 shots to make 1. Again, all the while, people around the perimeter were sitting back going, I'm open, throw me the ball so I can shoot an open 3. Nah, that ball's never coming back out. That's where the ball goes to die.
Angel Reese is a marketing magnet indeed. Her jersey sales are really good. She has a unique social media presence and has introduced the WNBA to a new generation of fans. However, This is the uncomfortable reality. The WNBA isn't a popularity contest, it's a basketball league, and right now Rhea isn't backing up the hype with regular performance.
I'll lie to you. I actually feel a little bit better about her standing back further away from the basket, shooting jumpers. I do, actually. Now that I've seen how bad her inside game is, it's still going to be interesting because her claim to fame is what? Double-doubles.
Her unwillingness to go to training camp after hearing about her new job, that says it all. Reese becomes upset when forced to shoot from beyond the paint, while other players work hard to get better and fit into the system. This is a wake-up call, not sabotage. Her shooting difficulties cannot be permanently concealed by her celebrity status. Some fans are saying the league is attempting to limit breakthrough rookies by drawing comparisons between this and Caitlin Clark's case. However, that overlooks a crucial distinction. Clark's range, she is a real attacking weapon. Rhea, however, only has one gear. Additionally, a player becomes a liability when they are unable or unwilling to advance their game.
But if she's already away from the basket, maybe that will force the hand. And again, Kamilla shoots much better from the field, much higher percentage close to the basket.
Is Tyler Marsh making a bold coaching call? Absolutely, but maybe that's precisely what the Sky need, not a media darling who can't shoot, but a full player who can finish strong and adapt with the modern game, because Angel Reese's fans are currently going crazy on social media. The story is far from over. Have you noticed the impending firestorm? They firmly believe that a massive conspiracy is taking place in Chicago. These fans believe that Sky is purposefully attempting to demolish all Angel built and give it all to Kamilla Cardoso instead. And they are not just angry, they are furious.
Apparently, there is a conspiracy. Apparently, we got to talk about the conspiracy. The conspiracy are surrounding Kamilla Cardoso. That the only reason why Kamilla Cardoso is, I'm pretty sure the only reason she's on the Sky, it seems, is to diminish Angel Reese. I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to struggle to find the logic.
What is the true cause of this fire? After learning of this position shift, Angel has not gone back to training camp. That quiet says a lot. Her supporters interpret this as evidence that Angel feels deceived by the coaching staff's choice. If your manager abruptly ordered you to drastically alter the way you do your duties, would you still report for work? However, this is where things start to get interesting. In fact, supporters are urging Angel to insist on a swap. Can you believe that they're telling her to go and find a team that genuinely values her skills? There are a lot of remarks in the comment areas that say they don't deserve you. Finding a coach that accepts you for who you are is important, Angel.
But everything is you're already hearing them come out there and saying that she should request a trade because they've said Kamilla is the number one option. But let's be real.
The double-double issue sits at the heart of all this anger. Angel developed her reputation on those constant double-doubles. That's her stuff. That's what made her marketable. A significant portion of what makes Angel unique vanishes if she is forced to shoot mid-range jumpers and Cardoso pulls down every rebound beneath the basket. What is happening in Chicago with Angel Reese Sky is much more than just basketball. Who gets to manage the WNBA's newest talents is at the center of this power struggle. The organization wants her to develop into a stretch four who can jump 10 to 15 feet from the hoop and make off-ball cutbacks. But is that truly the best course of action for her career?
Seeing all of this, I genuinely stand by the fact that there are people, so many WNBA fans do not watch basketball. And it's actually crazy seeing takes from people that literally, I can guarantee you, do not watch the sport, be amplified. Genuinely. And the funniest part about this is, do you want to know, Tyler Marsh never said anything. But the focus was by a journalist who said the focus was more on Kamilla on offense. And she wrote an article about what Angel needs to work on.
Angel's predicament exposes the league's underlying dynamics. Even though she breaks rebounding records, it shows how quickly a team can change a player's trajectory, whether she fights for her original role or asks for a trade. The outcome will show how the WNBA truly functions. What should Angel do next, in your opinion?